Was your dad the last of his siblings to pass away?
Oh, hell no. There's 22 of them. He was second to the oldest, so.
Well, then, so you still got uncles out there, or maybe even aunts, huh? Are they in the area, or are they all over the country?
They're all in the Midwest, and I've never met any of them. Well, there's two that live in L.A. County or Orange County down in Southern Cal, but I've never met a single soul on his side of the family.
Well, you probably got a shit ton of cousins, don't you?
Well, I got 65 on my mom's side of the family, and probably over 100 on my dad's side.
I don't think I have any. I had some pretend ones once, you know. By pretend, I mean, you know, when somebody's adopted or whatever, then it's pretend, you know. But there's no real cousins. I don't have any of that.
You ever talked to old number 10 in the swamp over there?
I have, and so, you know, I was wondering, because I haven't heard any of him or Old Mule, or maybe some, they're okay, aren't they?
Yeah, well, number 10 in the swamp's one of my cousins, actually.
Well, you've seen him, you've met him, right?
Oh, yeah. But he's on mom's side of the family.
Man, I sure wish I could sleep in like everybody else gets to do this. I'm so sick of waking up early all the time. I know that I shouldn't go to bed early, but fuck, I can't stay up because I get tired and then I fall asleep, and then what a vicious cycle, man. You see, now, this is why you're hearing me on the radio again, Gunner. You've probably been wondering really bad why that is and wondering what it would take to get rid of me. Well, I've lost interest in video games. This is my character, my nature. If there's something I like, I do it. I just obsess with it. Until I'm sick of it. And then it passes through me like a bowel movement, and I can move on. And something else I found out. I don't like it when it gets daylight out so early, because I think it's time to go outside and work. And so I go out there and I start doing shit, and I get all done with everything, and I think it's lunchtime, and I come back in, and it's fucking 7:30 in the morning, and nobody's even awake yet. And I'm like, oh, that really freaking torques me, man. Anyway, things are too crowded out here right now, so I'm going to go get a bagel and cream cheese.
Have fun.
I sure miss Big Bird. I wish you wouldn't have ran him off. got myself a real nice onion bagel with cream cheese on it, I'd share it with you, Gunner, but you're too far away.
I like them Jewish donuts.
I know. You know, I just realized something when I was out there because we got the dehydrator going this morning. It's been going all night, dehydrating some pineapple. And I realized, you know what, life isn't like a box of chocolates, like Forrest Gump said. He lied. Life is like a dehydrator. You spend your whole life dehydrating yourself, you know? You keep getting shrinking up, getting smaller, wrinkly, and everything gets, you gotta hydrate, man, and then maybe, I wish that was true. I wish it was really true, because if it was, I'd drink at least a couple bottles of water to try to rehydrate. Want BS? You know, I'll bet you got that idea, Ritz crackers and peanut butter from, you could buy that in a package, 2 Ritz crackers with peanut butter in between them.
You completely missed the recipe or what?
Check it out, I think I remember. Ritz cracker with the salt side up. I don't know which side that is. I never noticed only one side had salt on it. A dab, I don't know if it's a dab or not, and you didn't say how much peanut butter to put on it, but you put peanut butter on it, and then a little dab, no, a half a marshmallow. And then it gets complicated, because now you got to put it in the oven or someplace and put some heat on it, but not too much, not too little, just right, right?
Yeah, put it in under the broiler. Gotta toast them a little bit.
Well, I have to, okay, good. Luckily for me, I got an air fryer. So I can't say that chef's name, but that Lugusi guy. Anyway, I couldn't buy a broiler on my stove when I bought a new stove after my really fancy one broke, because I couldn't afford a really fancy one anymore. So I don't have a broiler, but I did get the air fryer so I could improvise.
You trying to tell me your oven doesn't have an upper heating element in it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That cost extra.
I've never seen an oven that didn't have a broil feature in it.
Well, then you never shopped for the cheap range, okay? I've hooked up a lot of gas ranges over the last 30 years, and they make them because I got one.
Oh, gas, yeah, I keep forgetting.
No, it's the same if it was electric. They don't, having a broiler is an accessory. That's not a standard feature, Gunner.
Is there anything cheap about gas? I think that was an oxymoron.
Rigid, I'm glad you don't have gas over there, because I'd be worried. I don't know if that'd be dangerous.
I get gas, it just don't belong in my oven.
Well, I know this, Rigid, your stove should be wore out, because you use the son of a gun all the time.
You got it right. My oven is well used. I even got a burner that isn't working right. I think one of these days I'm going to have to have Maytag come over here and fix it or something. warranty's up on it.
Oh, of course. Man, this aggravates the hell out of me. Every time I take a bite off of my bagel, I get cream cheese in my mustache. How the fuck do you get that out? I think I need a haircut. I texted Maytag a couple of days ago, told him to quit talking on the radio so that I could talk. I didn't think he'd believe me, though, but I think he did.
What the hell's going on out here? Oh, there's some trouble.
Not at that signal level.
Good morning. I've seen the size of this buck's body in my yard right now. It's going to be a nice one, huh?
Gunner, are you going to go downtown today if it's not raining?
We got to take the daughter over. She's parking cars for the car show this morning. Our granddaughter. Other than that, probably not.
Did they have the logger thing yesterday? The logger rodeo?
Yep.
Did you go downtown yesterday at all? I think the only one over there that gets out on a regular basis and goes and does things is Dirt Man.
I just seen the funniest thing. I'm sitting there watching that buck with binocs, right? And all of a sudden I see the white rooster heading for him. White rooster, he was crouched down for some reason, eating something. And that white rooster went over and pecked him right in the ass. You should have seen him take a leap, and about 3 more leaps, and up over the fence he went. He's protecting the place, huh? That was just a crap. I never seen nothing like that. seen a video one time of a big old goose chasing a big bull elk around a parking lot or a park. Like a elk couldn't just horn whip him and throw him into the sky dead or in hell. That goose chased him all over the place. Seen one yesterday of a fucking cow moose chasing a grizzly bear. That white Rich is out there strutting around like he's doing something else. He's proud of himself, huh?
How many chickens do you have nowadays there, Richard?
I only have those 2 roosters. That's it.
Oh, hell, I didn't know you gave up on the chicken egg thing.
Oh, a long time ago I've been buying them from this gal down the road.
Well, I guess these 50 frickin' egg cartons I've been saving for you, I better just fucking burn them then.
And make a good presto log.
Gunner, I just did the math while I was doing something else. You mean to tell me your grandma had 22 kids?
No, my grandfather.
Hey, they don't make them like that no more.
Oh, yeah, okay, I was going the other direction. I get it now.
No, only 11 on that side.
I have to admit, your grandfather took, I mean, even back then, blended families weren't a common thing. So, I mean, he really took it to the limit, didn't he?
He's French, you know, you gotta expect it, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. I get that.
He's French and actually born in France.
You know, I do believe they have a different outlook over there on things than what we were raised, you know, how to look at things. It is different.
Yeah, I think he was only like 2 when he came to the U.S. He wasn't very old. But I never met the man. He died in like 65 or something.
Well, he was probably in the back in the Midwest, right?
Yeah, he was in Indiana.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like you guys went on family vacations in the summertime back to the relative's house.
My dad went in the Navy in 1951, I think. 1950. And he didn't see anybody in his family until 1990 when he went back there and looked them all up. No contact with them of any sort.
Dang, man, he's even better at it than I am. Shoot.
I did talk to his older sister on the phone a few times. She's kind of a strange gal. But other than that, I never had any contact of any kind with any of them.
Well, my impression is your dad probably didn't share a lot about all that, but you never did. Were you ever brave enough to ask him why you don't have contact with any of your relatives?
Well, part of it, remember, you've heard the stories of the orphan trains, right?
I'm not sure.
Well, during the Depression, they couldn't afford to feed their kids. They put them on the train. They called it the orphan train. And they would drop them off at different various farms, and they were basically slave labor. They fed them enough to keep them from dying and worked them like dogs.
No, I did not hear about that. Well, you'd think that would be in the news and they'd want reparations for that.
Well, my dad was one of them orphan train kids. I think he was 3 and Beulah was 5, and they dumped him on a train and sent him out to be slave labor.
Well, my family story for my grandma coming out of Georgia is her mom and dad got arrested for, making moonshine. And so then half of her siblings got to go with relatives, and she was in the other half that had to go to the orphanage, and I don't know what happened there, but something bad happened there.
He had a stepmom poured a kerosene lamp on him and lit him on fire when he was about, 5 or 6 years old. Yeah, he didn't have much call to go look them people up.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Actually, I'm a little bit surprised he decided to do it in the 90s there. I guess it had been long enough he had a little bit of curiosity, huh?
Yeah, he wanted to go see his older sister, Beulah. He didn't know about most of the rest of them. He found her in a diabetic coma in a hospital when he got there.
Oh, well, is that who? So if he was the second dad, then that was the older sibling for him, huh?
Yeah, it was the only, all the rest of them are half-brothers and sisters. That was the only one that shared the same, both parents with him.
Well, like I said, I don't know everything that happened with my grandma, but I will tell you this, whatever it was, she flew all the way back to Atlanta, Georgia when her mom was in the hospital dying just so she could walk up to the bedside and tell her that she wouldn't spit on her fucking ass if her guts were on fire. I'm like, damn. She never told me why she didn't like her.
You also got to consider that all of my grandparents were fairly old. My grandfather on my mom's side was born in 1902.
Well, Gunner, I will say you turned that whole family scenario around the opposite direction. I think you and your family will probably stay connected throughout your whole time.
Oh, yeah. He did a really good job, didn't he?
Hi, you bugger, you. I've wondered about you.
I wonder about you, too. But that's all right. Is that a pair of dice? Yes, sir. Well, good morning, sir. How are you? Doing the best I can, considering, you know, that I'm all wet. And noticed that I floated myself down to the channel rider. Yeah, Tim.
Slumming down here with us.
Yeah. So how's BS doing? I haven't talked to him in a year.
Yeah, I know. I many times I thought about you, wondered. I figured you're still alive because I see that you log on once in a while on the Xbox, so I figured that was you. So I was happy to know you hadn't died or anything. I'm doing okay. I mean, I just, day by day, you know.
Oh, good. How's the wife, by the way?
Well, she's 64 now. Holy cow, she's starting to get wore out. But she's doing okay. I wish she could retire, but not yet.
Yeah, my wife turned 60, and I want her to retire. I keep bugging her about it, but yeah, you know. Anyway, maybe we can figure that out. My daughter is moving here with us a couple of months now. It's been 4 months since we planned it, and because we're, you know, things are just kind of turned for the worse, you know, over here. So she's going to come stay with us for whatever.
Well, that's becoming more of a commonality, I think, nowadays. It's just the way times are.
Yeah, you know, she's in Clinton, Iowa, and you saw this bike go rain out here, too. It was, wow, she just about went crazy.
If you said I didn't hear it, where's she moving from? Where's she coming from?
Clinton, Iowa.
Oh, yeah, I bet things are, wow. I liked Iowa when I was back there. Now, I don't know where Clinton is. Is that in the middle of the state or the eastern part?
Oh, it's next to the river, Mississippi River.
I drove a rental car through that part of the country on my way to my destination. Yeah, I liked it there. She been there a long time and things just dried up, huh?
Well, you weren't listening. It's because she's going to help me.
Oh yeah, I didn't copy that. Sorry.
Yeah, to the point where doing anything in the yard stuff gets difficult.
Well, how old is she, Paradise?
45.
Have you been going on any adventures, or are you just staying at home? Did you ever do your greenhouse with that frame and have some stuff planted?
That's already done. It's doing quite well. We put an extra plastic over it and really secured it pretty good. I still got to put a decent door on it though. So this, yeah.
Well, I'm glad it's survived any windstorms or rainstorms or anything like that. That's cool.
Yeah, it's bolted down into wood and stuff, so it's not going to go anywhere. But hey, how about over to your house? What's going on, man?
Oh, not a lot. I'm just doing the garden thing myself. That's my biggest thing I got going on around here. That and growing some grass in the front.
Oh, your backyard isn't that big, so what's going on? How big of a garden are you doing? If you don't mind me asking.
Well, shit, I mean, the backyard's it's fairly good size. I mean, it's big enough that I got a freaking 10 by 20 freaking Gabriel roof freaking shed out there in the back, and I don't notice it. Got 3 freaking 100-gallon propane tanks behind the fence over there, and a bunch of shit hidden behind all that. And then in between that and coming to one side of the house, I've got 2 4 by 12 raised beds and 1 3 by 8 raised beds, and a whole bunch of other freaking, big standing planters all filled up full of dirt growing shit.
Oh, okay. I remember what the yard looked like, so I just want to know if you had enough room for all that. But when I was there, it looked kind of small to me anyway. It just wasn't looking good enough. So, yeah, this year we put on a couple of new raised beds also, and I wanted to try out that galvanized silver panels, roof panels to get them home or something. But it was like 2 feet by 8 foot long. Wanted to try that, and so far it's working out really good.
Well, I still got room for, I don't know, probably another 4 or 5 more of them 4 by 12 raised beds, because I haven't even got to the other side of the yard yet, really. I was going to ask you something else, doggone it, what the hell? I forgot. I had something else I wanted to ask you.
It's old age. Don't hold that against yourself. You'll get it. You'll go, oh yeah, I remember now.
What I hate is being tortured trying to remember.
That hurts the brain. Because, you start calling yourself some names, Think slowly, you'll get it.
I know. I noticed on this isn't it. I'm just changing directions. I noticed I haven't noticed what game you're playing if you're on Xbox. You still doing that freaking Call of Duty shit?
Hey, don't give me a hard time with Call of Duty. Yeah, that works.
Man, I've already jumped off into Elden Ring, kicked ass in Tiny Tina's Wonderland, wiped out the Far Cry 6 crowd 4 times over, man. I mean, I'm addicted to flying around in a helicopter fucking killing people. I mean, it's fun.
I'm just killing zombies right now at the moment.
Oh yeah, and I maxed out on my fishing game. I've caught all the fish. I'm as high a level as you can go and beyond, and it's like, okay, I don't know. There's nothing. I don't want to fish for anything. Then I did another fishing one. It wasn't that fun though. Freaking just kind of stupid. So now I got to find a different thing to take up my time because the garden took over and I lost interest in video games.
That'll do it.
Now I remember I was going to ask you if you've gone on any adventures, man. I mean, further than the end of the driveway.
No, man, I'm stuck at home. Once in a while I'll go to the store if I can, but I don't do it. The adventures I go to now, it tears me up.
Well, I could have went on an adventure yesterday and I bagged out and stayed home and hid. But I could have went to the Tacoma Mall and went furniture shopping. I don't know. I almost got excited, but I wouldn't have been able to keep up with those guys because I can't walk that far.
Oh, yeah. See, I got another load of compost. That's what I did. And that was interesting. Going up the hill, and then the lawn truck guy came behind me, and I didn't see where he's coming. He was behind me, and I was going up there at about 45 miles an hour. He lived at 35, and he comes in, gets real close to my tail, and bumps me. What do you think?
Wow. What happened?
Nothing. He just bumped me. I didn't do any damage. He just bumped me, you know. I like, hey, hurry up. And then, on top of the hill, I was going to turn left. And, and I did everything. I just ignored the whole thing, you know. I don't got time for this guy getting in trouble and stuff. So, just slow down. He's still on my tail. And he didn't bump me anymore. He just, and as I made my turn, he blows his horn and away he goes. And I went in there and, I don't know, did something I usually don't do. I gave him the finger, Roger.
Yeah, you got to be careful, man. That's how you get shot. You can't be aggressive. Man, I'm glad my wife wasn't driving that truck. She's really picky about drivers driving too close from behind back there. Holy cow. I just I don't pay them attention. I was like, you want to crash into the back of my 1-ton pickup truck, you go right ahead. Because I'm going to put it in 4-wheel drive and start backing up right over the top of your dumbass.
Well, I didn't do anything. He did all the troublemaking. He's in a hurry. Time was different. But, yeah. And, I was just waiting for him. I'm always on him, but, just in case,
Well, I'm glad nothing happened, man. I have noticed by the comments from the girl on her way home that there's a predominant, not feature, but characteristic of people out there that seem to not see any further than the front of the hood of their car. And they do like what you say. They go really fast in and out, and they come right up on your ass, and they change over, and they're going to take off and go past you. And then they realize, oh, there's nowhere to go because there's a whole bunch of cars there, and they're all bumper to bumper. I mean, how do you do that and not see any of that?
I have no idea.
Me neither.
I don't commute like that anymore.
Well, I know for me, seriously, if I'm out there driving, I just don't care about any of them. I don't pay them a whole lot of attention and get excited, you know. And if I think they're going to come over and rub bumpers or something with me, which that doesn't happen, I just would wait to the last minute, and then I'm going to rub bumpers with them, right? And they're going off the fucking road. That's all there is. Bye.
Yeah. You are driving up the road and you're minding your own business, and then they come up to you like that. Wow.
Well, I think also if you're in a small vehicle, you don't get any respect, and if you're in a really big one, maybe you don't get any respect no matter what you're in. Oh well, I wore that subject out, but I sure am glad to hear you out there, Paradise, knowing you're still kicking and ricking. I haven't heard you on sideband, but I haven't been sandbagging as much as I used to, and they're just as much idiots up there, Paradise, I'm sorry, as they are down here.
No, you know, I'm on FM most of the time, where I sit, over there at 26805 FM, where I sit most of the time with the radio on.
26805 on the FM, you just sit there and listen to nothing.
Yep. It's so peaceful and it's quiet.
You know, that's the same mentality as I had yesterday when I was trying to figure out where this freaking switching power supply noise was coming from. And I figured out, well, it's in my freaking radio. Because when you turn it off, I can't hear it, and when you turn it on, it's there.
Yeah. I found two places where I was getting the static on this radio, and because it kept on going up, and up to at least about 5 or 6 F units. And what the heck, man? Somebody moved in or something, running machinery or what? So one was in the kitchen, the ballast on the kitchen there, lights, and one of the lights in the garage was doing it too.